Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to
everybody,
each other with
welcome to
fire in
today's
their
match.
eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Messi. That's very neat. Could be danger here. Adriano! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch and they're quite a tough skill.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Played out towards the right wing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's intervened well there. Baresi cuts out the pass. And this is Owen. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruit. And the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Roberto Carlos with the short one. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Adriano. Now it's Puskás. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Now it's Puskás. Looking for the run. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Messi floated through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he welcomes it in, and this is Hazard. It's a real chance! This time surely! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Pedri did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Oh, it's Van Basten. Pedri, who can single-handedly make a difference. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Puskas. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's made its way to him. Pedri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That is good alertness. Pirlo. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Now it's Messi. And he plays one through. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Baresi gets over and intercepts. Messi. Xavi Alonso. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Pedri. Messi. Messi! That is some save from Kahn! McAllister knocks it into space. That has not gone well. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So we're off again.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And no surprise, that's a booking. Xavi Alonso gets a foot in here. Can he get it through? Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Xavi Alonso. Owen aims beyond the defence, and he's got away from it. Takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught, and he's following up! And that's a sharp finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Colorado Springs restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Barcelona really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Vieira looking to play him in. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? He's cut it out. Baresi.
Colorado Springs always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
He is great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Substitution.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Now it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's good vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. And this is Messi. He's had a shot! Messi! Genius! A finish of true class! And again they hit the front.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Messi shoots! He lifts the roof! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now it's Kaká. Shot at goal! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Relentless, just relentless. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Vieira. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Van Basten. Referee has just said play on. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Foot in.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, perfectly measured that. That's good play. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So, a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Khan to save this spot kick and his team. And that's a poor penalty.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
There will be 5
Xavi
minutes
Alonso.
added time.
Owen going after that. Cafu. 5 minutes to add. Pirlo. And he's worked it through. Now this could be a chance. Oh, such a clever touch. Big chance! Always going over the top. And now they can clear their lines. Not the most accurate pass. Puskás. And this is Van Basten. And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Messi doing what he does best, just running the show.
Very much for your cooperation.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern game has allowed him to do what fullbacks are doing generally. They're thriving in terms of getting forward, getting into deep opposition space, and he's one that can't resist any opportunity to make those penetrating runs.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Messi. Dani Olmo. This looks promising.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Kaká!
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so...
Goes for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pedri has it out wide and in space. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Totti. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Batistuta. Just eases him off the ball. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Aimed beyond the defence. Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim. He's having a pop! No, just not quite.
Kaká really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Piqué cannot be beaten that easily. Pedri. Messi closing in on goal. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Knocks it into space. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It's Adriano! And for a moment, time stood still. Kubasi. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Dani Olmo, ambitious ball here. And the counter is on. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Pedri, out towards the flank. Kaká running at top gear. Tries to get it clear. Pass somewhat off target. Adriano! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And it's Vieira. Spread to the right. So much time and space here. Oh, nice touch. Shoots! And again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Dani Olmo. Batistuta. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Deftly away. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona should be well in front based on the number of chances they've had, and you can sense a little anxiety around the stadium for fear that this game might just get a little away from them now.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Messi powering forward here. Lovely feet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Totti. And this is Batistuta. Kaká. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the...
Decent chance! And he scores! And there is your opener. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Nicely shaped ball. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Neymar. Now it's Totti. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Passing is crisp and sharp. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, now he can... It's Adriano! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Adriano really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Impressive jump. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Rijkaard. Now it's Palmer. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's well seen too. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's the keeper's ball. Kukçu. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Adriano! Oh, split-second reaction.
Adriano clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, good effort! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now there's a fine ball. Plays it across.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Rijkaard. Kukçu. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. And here's Messi. He's on it, can he get away? Great chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Pedri can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Some really good ball movement. And shot a goal! It's in! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And here's Messi. Good chance here. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And here's Batistuta. And here's Azar. Oh, good take in a good area.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Messi.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Messi
descuento.
carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. And Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. And we're done. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Adriano voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often.
Oh, greatly! Against the crossbar! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Massaro, and this is Batistuta. Oh, good spread. That's going across goal. And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Number 19.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Mbappe. Shifted it to the flank. And he was quick to react. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Played towards the other side. Donadoni. What a throw in. Baresi. De Jong. Zanetti. That has been cut short. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Kaka really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Pass somewhat off target. Massaro. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good ball. Baresi with a fine tackle. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Kaka. He has found the way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now that looks a decent ball. Shapes to shoot! And that was very necessary. Passing nice and neat. Oh, and a chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Shot a goal! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
This is a promising build-up. He's beaten the last man, takes a shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here, definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's Roberto Carlos! Good strike, quite an alarm. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. And that has been knocked clear. Beckenbauer. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's good running with the ball, and he's managed to get free. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Neymar. Ambitious ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
This possibly the last play of the half. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. And that is the end of the first half.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
We come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund. Substitution on the field, number 15, Masaru. Coming on the field is...
Second period is underway.
Dembele. Substitution.
Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
That is good strength. Tries a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Zanetti. Rijkaard. De Jong. Adriano. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's a key interception. De Jong. Now it's Kaká. Now it's Messi. Al Nassr can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Kaká. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Marquez. Aimed beyond the defence. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. This for genuine comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Oh, this is Dembele! No, not quite.
Al Nassr certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Just about up to the hour now. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Batistuta, here comes the cross. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's beautifully weighted. And that's been won straight back. Zanetti. Pass is just off target. Kaká. Adriano. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Now it's Neymar. And that's definitely not his best. Baresi calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. No, it's come to nothing. Oh, he's all alone. And the finish! And it's there! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
It's Neymar! Pinches it off him. Vieira. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi. That ball looks a good one. Adriano. He's through on goal. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. Khan must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pedri, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Donatoni. Can he finish? And he steered it beyond the post.
Al Nassr really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pedri can see things others simply cannot. Great vision. And this is Adriano. Neymar. And it's Zanetti. Always onto this. Shot. Batistuta! And no mistake. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
The goal scorer after 87 minutes is number 19, Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel
Al
Batistuta.
Nassr get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. That's destined for the flank. He's found a way through. And this is chance! It's and again! And that's wide. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Added minutes has been
Threads one
indicated.
in. Gerrard. And it's Neymar. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? There will be 4 extra minutes. Neymar. Thuram cannot be beaten that easily. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy time going past the opponents. I think he has great ability to play anywhere across the front line and deliver key passes at the right moments, so that makes him stand out.
And his tendency is, of course, as his coaches have said, to keep things simple and to be utterly unselfish.
Yeah, it's certainly known for that too, and quite a rare gift in a player so technically accomplished.
Mateus. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. He's got away. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, a delicate chip through. Back where it came from. Has crossed it. Terrific effort! No, just not quite.
Cruyff certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Ibrahimovic. Zanetti. And here's Yildiz. That's an excellent interception. A couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Baresi. Now that looks a decent ball. Pirlo. And it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And Mateus.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Distributed tidily. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Yildiz is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Nicely aimed pass. Mateus. Mateus really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Stojkovic.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Adriano! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Cruyff. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Stojkovic. Half an hour played now. This is a promising build-up. Spread to the right. Cross in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cafu. Vieira. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. That ball looks a good one.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Aims beyond the defence. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it's Pirlo. Stojkovic. And now the breakaway. Threads one in. That's good vision. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it... Oh, what a mistake! Well, that is one way to stop him. Stojkovic, looking tidy in possession here, and shifted it to the flank. Cafu. Oh, it's Yildiz. Oh, he's bustling through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Zanetti makes the interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. The second period is underway.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Karambeur. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.